lesson is proven about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store, but I fear what's to happen will happen before. A father, a mother, a daughter, a son. The threads of their lives are all rattling undone. Something is needed to twist them as tight as a string you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chim. Hurry up, Jane, let's run!
Get back here, you little slacker! You've got to do your lesson!
I can't do my lessons if I'm flying a
You
kite!
can't make us too early on Nanny.
What you doing? Come on!
Ah, by Jove, is that the beauteous Miss Lark I spy on the horizon?
Morning, Admiral. How's it looking?
Dark clouds above number 17. Storm warnings are overdue.
Of all London's byways where I'd off me cap, this one's the hardest to find on a map. Cherry Tree Lane, as sweet as a song, but the nannies who come here, they don't stay for long. Chim chimney, chim chim, cherry chim chim.
Katie Nana.
Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time.
And who gets stuck with the children with no nanny in the house? Me, that's who.
I said my cages, so that's all I'm going to do. Be done with this house forever.
Well, good riddance then, and mind you don't stumble on your way out. Katie Nana, where are you going? Katie Nana! Katie Nana's gone and isn't any wonder, driven half demented by our children's pranks. Do you really think I made another blunder? What on earth am I to say to Mr. Banks? George, dear, I'm feeling so bereft, dear. Another nanny's left, dear. Every nanny goes, we're unlucky, I suppose. We are never going to find the perfect nanny.
Nonsense! Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, they're all your domain. Whilst I remain the sovereign of Cherry Tree Lane. Goat! The simple truth is you've engaged 6 nannies in the last 4 months and they've all been unqualified disasters. A nanny should govern, a nanny should rule. A nanny is a paragon who suffers no fool. A nanny's a stalwart our children would gain by having such a nanny in Cherry Tree Lane. Of course, George, but so take control of situations. Show your authority when interviewing staff. You know your role. They know their stations. Efficiency and forethought cut the jobs in half. Briefcase!
Well, I thought Katie Nana would be fun with the children. She always looks so cross.
Winifred, never confuse efficiency with a liver complaint. Umbrella!
If only we could find someone like your old nanny.
I'm afraid it's quite unrealistic, my dear. Few men alive can manage to stand your standards of efficiency. Besides, you can never afford someone of her caliber.
Precision and order, he wants nothing less.
It's like an army barrack.
Yes, and we're in the mess. No wonder the nannies are driven insane. We're living in a madhouse in Cherry Tree Lane.
Now, Winifred, if you do want to please me...
You know I do, George.
Very well. There's placed an advertisement at the Times saying that Jane and Michael Banks require the best possible nanny at the lowest possible wage.
You better get them off before they make another mistake.
I would stress that...
What's that you're holding, dear? We've written our own advertisement.
I don't have time for this.
George, please, let's hear it. Wanted, a nanny, to adorable children.
Adorable, that's debatable, I must say.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no warts.
That's the part I put in.
Play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty.
Oh, ridiculous!
Please, take us on outings, give us treats.
Sing songs, drink sweets, never be cross or cruel, never smell a castor oil or gruel.
Love us and son and daughter.
And never smell of barley water. I put that bit in too.
If you won't scold and dominate us, we will never give you cause to hate us. We won't hide your spectacles so you can't see.
Put toes in your bed or pepper in.
Hurry, Nanny, many thanks. Sincerely, Jane
And Michael.
thanks.
That's quite enough time for one day. Let me get on!
They were only trying to help.
I won't have any to make me late. Now where's my hat?
Oh,
Hat!
hat? George, dear, I thought you put it down.
Hat!
That's sure a bullet hat can't simply disappear.
Hat!
Hat? Ah, there it is.
Tradition and order, that's all that I ask. The running of our household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, they're all your domain. Whilst I remain the stubborn, mind you use the day well.
You remain the summer.
I shall be home by 6 o'clock sharp.
He remains the summer of cherry tree land. Good morning.
Yes?
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
Advertisement? What advertisement? We haven't placed any advertisement, not yet.
George and Winifred Banks live here, do they not?
Mr. and Mrs. Banks live here, yes?
And you're looking for a nanny?
Well, I suppose.
Very well. Now let's see. Play games all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us treats. Michael, it's our advertisement. Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
Oh, no, not at all. But, take it up with Mrs. Banks. She deals with all that side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references. Oh, but I thought that was usual. A very old-fashioned idea to my mind, ma'am. The best people never require them now.
I see. Well, you'll have every third Thursday off from 5 till 9.
Ah, but the best people give off every second Wednesday from 6 till 8, ma'am. And that is what I shall take.
I see. Well, then it is all settled.
As long as I'm satisfied. I'll see the children now, thank you.
Yes, of course. I think you'll find very nice children.
Ah!
This is...
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stare. And close your mouth, Michael. We are not a codfish. Now, best foot forward. Spit spot.
Mrs. Brill, looked as her new nanny. Oh, she passed the interview then. Or I did.
Very tidy, I must say. Who's responsible for that? Mrs. Brill?
Me, I am. I like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I can appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Who's he when he's at home?
That's Valentine. He's mine.
By the look on his face, I'm not sure he'd agree with you. He's just a doll, and I don't want to play with him now. Treat him like that, and he won't want to play with you. Now, let's see. I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand. But there's nothing in it.
We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Mary Poppins, how could you know what we wanted in a nanny when we made our list? Your list. I'm not an item in the weekly shop, thank you. But then how did you arrive? It's as if the wind just blew you here. It did. Now stand over there. Just as I thought. A noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
That's not true. A noise.
Now you. Thoughtless, short-tempered and untidy. I don't believe you. I'm a tiny winter bloom. The weather clear around. I'll show you if I can. No matter what the circumstance, for one thing I'm renowned. My character is fit, spot, spick, and span. What about your measurement, Mary Poppins? I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, so people say. Each virtue virtually knows no bound. Each trait is great and painfully sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Ah, lovely. Good, prim and proper, but never too stern. Well educated, yet willing to learn. I'm clean and honest, my manners refined, and I wear shoes of the sensible kind. I suffer no nonsense, and whilst I'm in pain, there's nothing else I feel I need explain. I'm practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect, that's my forte. Uncanny pennies are hard to hide. Unique and brief, unspeakably kind. I'm practically perfect, not slightly sweet. Running like an engine that's just been freshly oiled. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Well, those are my credentials. Perhaps you have a few questions?
No temperamental,
Never.
no grouchy or gruff.
Very thoughtful. Will you stay tender when the going gets tough? Quite the contrary.
Do you read stories without a big fuss?
Or have objections to playing with us? I like games, but I choose them. But that's not fair. Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. You're
Practically perfect
in every way. I guarantee.
practically perfect. We hope you'll
Now
stay.
each virtue is no bound. Each trait is great and
Painfully sound.
patiently sound. Okay, your time, please. I'll take my telescope, thank you.
But it's not fair.
I didn't say I was fair. I said I was. Practically perfect. And here's my hand. By the time I leave here, you both will be the same. You'll be practically perfect.
Practically perfect.
You will be practically perfect in every way.
Chimney, chin, chincheroo. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. Today I'm a screever, and as you can see, a screever's an artist of highest degree. And it's all me own work from my own memory.
not these again.
Come on, Mr. Parkkeeper. It's just me pictures like it always is. No harm in them.
I'll be the judge of that. This is my park, and I say you're interfering with the public railing. I want to remove this. Just watch it. That's all. Just you watch it.
Stay right there. I recognize that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins!
It's nice to see you, Bert.
I must say, you do look swell.
He can't know you. You've only just arrived.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael Banks. You have these two back?
Yeah, I've seen him around chasing a kite.
It isn't a real kite.
So, what are you guys up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called A Walk in the Park.
Some game. I'd rather eat spinach.
Come on, Bert, he'll do for a break. Can you promise you'd take me out when we met again? Or have you forgotten?
Oh, I haven't, Mary, but...
Oh dear, is that all you have? Never mind then, my treat. And no one's charging for the trees in the sky, are they? Mary Poppins, he's not really coming with us, is he? Why shouldn't he? Well, to start with, he's very dirty. Father would never approve.
What's that?
You're filthy. We don't want to go to the stinking park anyway.
Oh, of course you do. Because when you take a walk with Mary Poppins, she'll take you places you've never been before. And if she says she's got a game, she's got something in mind, you can be certain of that.
That's a picture of the park, isn't it?
That's not the park. At least not our park. The grass is a much brighter green, and the sky's quite a different blue.
Oh, I think you'll find it's just the way I've drawn it. All it takes is a spark to turn something, plain as a park, into a wonderland. All you have to do is look anew, then you'll understand. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light.
Oh, really?
When the day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright.
You do have mountains, Bert.
Oh, happiness is blooming all around us. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
You've enough brass for all of us.
Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come along, you two.
Boring, just like other nannies thinking. Parks are good for us. It's just statues, ducks and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it to spite? I see good use it for a lot. Perhaps it's all a plot.
I'll tell you what,
She seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in
You're quite wrong, you know.
who are you?
Well, I'm Melius, though surely you know that. You've spent quite enough time underneath me. Oh, I've waited over half a century to take a walk in the park on a glorious day like this. Ain't it a glorious day, bright as a morning in May? I feel like I could fly. Have you ever seen the grass so green, or a bluer sky? Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary, better days I've never known. You can ask the passing statuary, nothing's ever set in stone.
You do look tip-top, if I may say so, Mary.
Thank you, Bert, and you may.
Each man out with his dog will stand above to see a statue take a gentle jog. Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that is Mary that we
A
love.
jolly holiday with you, Bert. Gentlemen like you are few. Though you're just a diamond in the rough, Bert.
No, stop it. How ticklish. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is grey and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Jane, did that really happen?
Yes, but how?
I'll tell you how. Mary Poppins.
You know Mary Poppins?
Well, of course I do. She's a very good friend of my father's.
But you're a statue. You can't have a father.
Oh, is that so? Yes, I do have a father. He lives very far away.
Do you miss him terribly?
Oh, of course I do. Wouldn't you miss your father if you only saw him once?
I'd have to think about that.
Will we ever see you again?
Oh, I'm sure I'll still be here if you ever come back to play.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Nellie.
Elliot.
Goodbye, children.
George,
Yes?
Jane and Michael would like to say goodnight.
Tell them to give me the message.
George, please. Daddy, we've had the most fantastic day. We went to the park and we asked for the statue and you wouldn't have approved.
Well, if you had known that, then why'd you do it?
Daddy, could I have a kite? A proper one?
Could you fly it?
You could always teach me.
And won't I have time to do that?
Who is the father of Nellius?
Never mind that. Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites and his beloved astronomy, of course.
When I was his age, I used to love astronomy as well. But my nanny, Miss Andrew, beats it out of me.
I suppose you're right, George. It'd be out of the question to go without a nanny.
Don't be absurd. Of course he's a nanny. All the best people have nannies. So the wives can stay home, do charity work, and entertain. Speaking of which, how is your tea party coming along?
Oh, I'm not sure. It seems so odd to send invitations to people I hardly know.
Oh, but the people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall ye be judged.
That's the thing, George. They're not my friends. Actually, I heard from Clemmy Bunting today that she's working on a play, and I thought I might ask her.
How many times must I ask you? I wish you sever all connections with that part of your life.
I was an actress, George. People might find that interesting. Although you always talk as if I should be ashamed of it.
Well, it's not exactly something to be proud of. Winifred, dearest, I'm only looking out for you. I want people to admire you, to respect you.
I know, George, but it's hard sometimes.
It's not hard. It's your job. To be Mrs. Banks.
And what's your job?
To pay for everything. What is it?
Oh, I was only going to kiss you.
Oh. Oh. All right. Are you going to talk to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Very well. Just make sure she's doing things our ways and not hers. We need a nanny who's disciplined and stern. With boys and girls, you don't befriend them. I fear that Mary Poppins has a lot to learn.
Being Mrs. Banks should be an easy role, but it's one that I don't seem too good at.
does that entail? Facing tests of character, I always seem to fail. And as for his best people, well, I'd like to say no thanks. They're not exactly my idea of being Mrs. Banks.
I still feel as if I'm dreaming so much. Gone in just one day. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. I'm sure Nellie isn't feeling. Let's hope she will stay. Night, Elias.
Let's hope she will
Precision and order.
To change tides and turn, see horsemen, see what you learn. Me, I was told when I was small to learn a trade, so I learned them all. Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Gingery, Ginger.
Morning, Bert. Swabbing the decks today, are we?
Just trying to keep the street ship-shape, Admiral.
Ah, and how are things in number 17? All smooth sailing with Mary Poppins?
There's rough weather on every voyage, Admiral.
Ah, Mr. Lars, I tell you, what those kids need is to touch the tap and night out on the yacht. Ah!
Brill to make the sandwiches too early, they'll be stale before the guests arrive.
Everything's under control, ma'am.
And the cake,
It's cooling on the tray and waiting to be iced.
and you are quite sure you know how to ice it.
Quite sure. And in case you're worried, I have not been exchanged by the fairies for a total need.
No.
No!
Well, I'll go check the drawing room then.
Mother wants you in the drawing room.
Well, she can't have me. I've got enough on my plate as it is.
Please. I'd like to be helpful.
I'd like to be rich, but the good Lord thought otherwise.
She said you could tell Robert tonight what to do.
Does she indeed? Why don't I go out with smoke near the gasworks for good measure?
I don't mind, honest.
All right, I'll give you one toss, and one toss only, and so help me, if you get this wrong, I will swing for you and sing as they pull the lever.
What is it?
Put the icing tools next to the cake, and I'll need a bowl of hot water to warm them. I'll make the icing as soon as I'm back.
Icing tools, cake, hot water? Is that all?
For you, yes. For me, no. Once the cake's done, I have the sandwiches next because Madam wants them fresh. So I can't start them until there's no time to finish them. I swear, a slave in ancient Rome's on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Don't just stand there.
Right. No.
What are you looking for?
A bowl for the water.
Michael, why don't we make the icing?
Because we don't know how.
Don't be so feeble. Get me the eggs.
I don't think Mrs. Brew will thank you.
Then she would be guilty of great ingratitude.
Is it supposed to look like that?
It doesn't look like that when Mrs. Brew does it.
Don't be impertinent. Get me the cake.
Please, Miss Jane, I understand that you're trying to... Ah!
Yeah!
Miss Brill, go up and get ready now. Robertson, eh? What have you two done? Oh, Robertson, eh? Should I call a doctor?
I don't think that would be necessary, ma'am.
How can you two be so unkind when you know how important my party is? You deserve some very nasty medicine. Just you wait until bedtime.
Oh, I don't think we should wait until then, ma'am. Why don't you go up and get changed? We'll clear this up, won't we?
But I'm not ill. I won't take it and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many other things, your information is faulty, open.
But it's strawberry ice.
Now you. I'm not sure I like strawberry ice. I'm not sure I care. Open. Lime cordial. Now we must get started. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane?
I told you she was tricky.
Must we? Can't Robertson A do it when she wakes up? She is a servant. With that attitude, you'll go through a lot of staff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's engaged, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. And love, a spree, is very clear to see. That a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Ah, my point exactly. The honey bees that fetch the nectar from the flower to the comb never tire of the food buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they see, and hence they find the task is not a crime. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. And let's get started. Some sauces, please. Spitbot. Is this how you usually do, Michael? Rum punch, my favorite.
I know.
Mary Poppins, you're a miracle worker. How'd you get them to do it?
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
So, just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Delightful in the most delightful way.
Good job, Nana. Jane, Michael, Spitspot.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Apparently these came today and Robertson A forgot to give them to you. They're apologies from your guests. They're not coming, none of them.
Oh. Do you suppose we chose the wrong day?
No, ma'am. I think you asked the wrong people.
In the most delightful way.
Mary Poppins, what are we doing today? I thought we could play our message game.
What game?
I call it a visit to the bank.
That's not a game. Did Daddy agree?
If he did, you must have put the idea into his head somehow. What an impertinent thing to say. Me, putting ideas into other people's heads. Really.
great men have dreams of power and position. It's our job to back them to him. For shrewd investment and advice, they'll pay our price. The bedrock on which banks are built. Banks, a word. I see Airborne Hustler has come in again today. Have you made your decision?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Make sure it's the right decision.
Every transaction, credit or debt, she's all her balance, targets are met.
Thanks. What objections can you have? My security is more than adequate in Latin America's expanding market. What's the matter? Have you no courage?
I understand your argument, Mr. Von Hustler, but my problem is just what's your final product?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, but making money out of money, is it enough?
Are you man enough to be a banker? Man of dreams, to make and have time, to make his name in many distant lands. And in the new world I am told, will soon strike gold, but seize that chance with both our hands.
Live is the risk, live forever, business is risk.
Mr. Banks, have you come to your decision? There's a town full of good people whose future depends upon you.
I know that.
Then give us this chance. You won't regret it. The factory, it can be running in weeks and expanding before the year's out. Please, Mr. Banks, I'd give it everything I've got.
I believe you, Mr. Northbrook, but what's your collateral?
What about my workforce? Decent men who want a better life? They're my collateral. My men have dreams. To earn an honest living. A wife and kids. A home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, it paves the way. I promise we'd repay the loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook, but I don't know.
Hello, Daddy.
What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, we're done. And no man should ever be too busy for his own children. What do you have for, young man? Have you come for some money as well?
Hardly. What would they need money for?
Well, it's never too early to learn its value.
I know the value of this. This is 6 pence.
No, that's its worth. Its value is in how you spend it. Do good and may you have good luck.
And what do you say to Mr. Northbrook? Thank you.
I'll wait outside.
Now really, Mary Poppins, I am not without a sense of humor.
Aren't you, Daddy?
No, I am not. But when I was a little boy, I would never have dared interrupt my father.
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course I was. But my nanny, Miss Andrew, knew to keep me out of my father's way, and he'd have been very annoyed had she not.
And who tucked you into bed at night and kissed you? Miss Andrew?
Oh my, no. We had no time for hugging or kissing or any of that soppy nonsense.
Poor Daddy.
Poor? What do you mean poor? That's what made me the man I am today. Eh, Mary Poppins?
Yes, I'm afraid it did.
Never mind, you've seen where I work.
Daddy, when you invest the bank's money, what are you looking for? A good man or a good idea?
I suppose a good idea, but a good man is much rarer and much more valuable. Come along, children. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Hustler, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you don't recognize the good idea?
Perhaps not. I recognize a good man when I see one.
You will regret this, Air Banks.
All men have dreams to earn an honest living. A wife and kids, a home to call their own. A man you're certain at first glance deserves a chance. Hey, Mr. Northbrook, when could your factory open?
Thank you, sir. You won't regret it.
horrible old bird lady.
Don't point. And for your information, she isn't in the least bit horrible, but she's just a bundle of rags. When will you learn to look past what you see? Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes. In her own special way to the people she calls. Come by my bed full of pain. Come be the little bird, show them you care. You'll be glad if you do. The young ones are hungry, the nest are so big. All it takes is a tuppence from you. Leave the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Leave the bird, that's what she cries, while her birthday, the birds fill the skies. What are you doing?
I'm going to give him my sixpence.
What a waste! All around the cathedral, the saints line up posters, and down as she sails her way. Although you can't see it, you know there was nothing. Each time someone shows that he cares. Simple and few. Listen, listen, she's calling to you. Be the bird, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Oh, gone.
Oh, is that right? Well, here she comes now. Why don't you tell her yourself?
Isn't that Miss Lark's dog, Willoughby? Don't interrupt when someone's barking. You were saying? Oh, really? Well, if she keeps wandering off, perhaps it would be better if you kept on her lead. Ah, look, here she comes now.
It's alright, Bobby's here. You know, sometimes dogs think they talk.
Can Willoughby really talk?
Of course he can. Getting him to stop is the problem.
How you learn to speak dog?
How do you think? Master the grammar?
Practice while you can.
And avoid the mongrels.
Far too much staying.
Now come along, I can't stand here all day talking shop. Talking shop? What a silly expression. There's nothing silly about it in the least. What do you buy in a talking shop? Conversations, of course. Well, I've never seen a talking shop. Well, there is only one and it belongs to Mrs. Corey.
Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who's Mrs. Corey? Miss Corey's the oldest woman in the world. She talked to William before he went conquering, Vlad before he went impaling, and Alexander when he wasn't so great.
We'll have to call at a shop in the park. There is no shop in the park. Remember, anything can happen if you let it.
I want to kill, and kill, and kill, and eat, and kill, and eat.
I've run out of conversation.
Good day to you, Mrs. Corey.
Well, if it isn't Mary Poppins with Janie Michael Banks.
She knows us?
And how is poor little Georgie?
Georgie?
Georgie Banks, your father. He used to give his nanny the slip and come to my shop here in secret.
But that was more than 40 years ago, and nobody can remember back that far.
Listen, dearie, I remember everything. I remember Georgie used to love my gingerbread. I wonder if we've got any left today. Annie, Fanny, and Lively. Yes, mother? There you are, gingerbread pieces with gingerbread stars. Georgie always stayed 2 stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want to answer conversations.
Well, I'm afraid I've run out of conversations, and I'm right out of words, too. You see, we've had a lot of channel boxes in here today, but let me see what we have left. There you are. Announce, you say? That'll be 15 letters. Go on, take your pick.
Jane, you can choose 7. I've got a D, G, R, U, C, I, and L.
They're no good. You can't make a conversation out of those.
Your turn, Michael. 7 more.
Allowing A, F, S, E, T, O, and P.
And I'll choose an X. Let's see, what words can we make? I see dog and cat.
Rottleplex. That's 9.
A bit of first, that's 11, nearly there.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words came from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
You know, we could always use the same letter more than once. Now let's see. Supercalifragilistic expialidocious.
That's not a word.
Well, of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's going to prove a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Stone-age men were chanting, simply grunting would suffice.
Now if they understood, they might have used it once or twice.
I'm sorry Egyptian pharaohs would have rusted inventive when every single pyramid would get a silent bit. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say it in wild animals would not seem so ferocious.
And some weather flourishes, it's zero conclusions.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The carpets on the mighty monolith.
Greeks obsession would have used it in their myth.
I'm sure the Roman Empire only hinted the abyss, because those Latin scholars never had a word like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
If you say it softly, the effect can be obnoxious.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You know, you can always say it backwards, which is soon it could lie. Sipsy kid Silligoff, Larepus.
She might be tricky, but she's bloody good.
Susan, the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for despair. Just summon up this word and then it's what you'll always say.
Take out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order which is very hard to spell.
S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-L R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-P-I-E-L-I-D O-C-I-O-U-S S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-L R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-P-I-A-L-I-D O-C-I-O-U-S S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-L R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-P-I-A-L-I-D
If you say it loud enough, the whole mix up it goes. Supercalifragilistic, 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 exactly what it's bringing. Good news or bad, happy or sad, the pendulum keeps swinging. A game is played, a change is made, but still the road is long. And though they might yet fly a kite, sometimes the wind's too strong.
All right, stand back. You are never to come near that vase, nor no one else but me neither. That is an heirloom. Heirloom. And while I do this, stay totally immobile. Totally immobile. Do not move a muscle. Muscle. Do not breathe. Then I might as well be dead. Don't give me ideas.
George, what's happened? Are you ill?
No? Should I be?
No, of course not. It's just my nephew home so early. Is everything all right?
Everything's all wrong.
My dear, what is it?
If you must know, I refused some German chap a loan at the bank, and it seems he went to our chief rivals and is turned into a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time.
Can't they? It's exactly what they expect.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough,
That's quite loud enough!
Will you just...
I don't care where you adjust! Upstairs, now! And where's my briefcase? Michael? Jane? Oh, give it to me! Give it to me now! Must have put up with this behavior. You're their mother. Why don't you do something about it?
You can try not shouting for a start.
Mary Poppins, you are here to teach these kids manners. Look at them. A pair of sandwiches, the both of them. If I had my way, you'd be out of this.
George, please. You're tired. Mary, please don't bring the children back downstairs tonight. Mr. Banks is quite exhausted. Perhaps you can keep them occupied.
I hope you haven't forgotten, ma'am. Tonight is my night out.
Oh, I had forgotten. And I suppose the best people would ask you to change your plans?
No, ma'am, they would not.
Thought so.
It's not fair. Daddy loses his temper, and we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten, and I hate him.
Jane, you take that back this instant. I will not have you criticizing your father like that.
Why not? He criticizes you. Since last week he said you were neither use nor ornament.
How dare you?
I heard him say it, and so did you.
Sometimes people say things that they don't exactly mean. Mary Poppins, please take the children upstairs. George,
What is it?
thought maybe you'd like to talk about it.
What good would it do?
Maybe I can help.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm serious, George. If you're having troubles, I'd like to share them.
Oh, trust me. You will. The fact is, I've been suspended from the bank without pay until they decide what to do with me.
One moment smiles, next moment frowns. The bad-tempered faces had better change quick, 'cause if the wind changes, the face might just stick. Jim Jiminy, Jim Jim Jimmy, Jim Jim.
It's not fair. You're going out and we get left on our own. You've plenty of toys to play with. I don't want to. They're boring. They might say the same about you.
Why does Daddy get so cross?
Fathers are supposed to care for their children, not yell at them all the time. Maybe, but have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers, I suppose.
Not the children?
Wouldn't that be rather upside down?
Sometimes families are upside down, for a while anyway.
I don't want to be in an upside-down family. I wish I could run away.
Why don't you? Somebody might adopt you.
But you'd miss me.
No, I wouldn't, and I could have all your toys.
No, you could not.
Yes, I could, and I jolly well would.
Give that to me. Look at what you've done. That's no way to treat poor Valentine. What has he ever done to you? He's a doll, silly. He couldn't do anything. That's quite enough, you two. Into bed at once. But we haven't had our milk. There will be no buts and no milk either. If you can't be nice, you might as well be sorry. I wish you'd just leave us alone. Be careful of the things you wish for.
Well, I won't go to bed, and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many other things,
Your information.
is faulty. Poor Valentine, go inside and make yourself presentable. Playing the game, taking your turn. Some children lose, some children learn. Treat the toys nicely and maybe they'll treat you the same. Playing the game. Are you feeling any better, Valentine?
Much better, thank you.
Summers are great, tempers are lost. Nobody stops to think of the cause.
But they tore my arm. Again, my dear. Children who lose their tempers will lose everything else in the end.
They're playing the game, not playing fair. Not with the doll, not with the bear. Throw on the ball and neglecting their world to play. Playing the game. Please tell them, Mary Poppins.
Why don't you tell them?
What's happened?
Make them go small and back in the box.
Why? You've had them to call them mean names. Now it's their turn. Summon the toy. Now is the time to tell of the world. To tell of the crime. Someone come on. And tell the friends. They need to hear what you have to say. They stomp and shout. They stomp and shout. Great such a cause. Great such a cause. They need to learn the value of us. Well,
You think you know everything.
I couldn't agree more. Jane, they're our toys, and we'll do what we like with them. So there. So there, indeed. Playing the game, having a ball. Those who won't play shan't play at all. Maybe when they've learned to play again.
hardly no day, or hardly no night. There's things up in shadows, and upways in light. On the rooftops of London. What a sight!
Oh, so you're asleep now, are you?
Best view in the world, eh? And who gets to see it? The birds, the stars, and the chimney sweeps. Nothing to be today? Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you may think a sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spends me time in the ashes and smoke, through this whole wide world there's no happier bloke. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim-cheree, a sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim-cheroo,
His love will rub off when he shakes hands with you.
or blow me a kiss, mwah, and that's lucky too. So, you going then?
The winds have changed.
But they're good kids, Mary.
I wouldn't be bothering with them if they weren't, but there's no one so hard to teach as a child who knows everything, and I can't help them if they won't let me. So, they've got to do the next bit on their own. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim-cheree, when you're with the sweep, you're in glad company. Goodbye, Bert.
Chim chim-cheree, when you're with the sweep, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there more happy a crew than them that sing chim chim-cheree, chim-cheroo. Chim chimney, chim chim-cheree, chim-cheroo.
Cheerio, Bert! Look after them for me!
She can't have left us.
Oh yes, she can, and she's taken all our toys.
What does the note say?
What in the name of heaven are you two doing out here? Where's my Poppins?
Gone.
Gone? Well, that doesn't take the blue biscuit.
Mrs. Brill, what does au revoir mean?
What?
That's what she's written in this note. Dear Jane and Michael, keep playing the games. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
It's French, I know that. Does it mean God bless you, or is it good luck? No. I remember now. Till we meet again, now come inside before you catch your death. Now when one returns they make this fearful fuss. Never liked her much when she was here the last time. Please she makes life easier for the both of us.
Miss Brill, it is her, isn't it?
Well, I don't know who else.
She's returned, we get things back the way they were.
It's nice to meet again.
Are you just, well, it must be her.
Oh my goodness, she'll be here any moment. And where is George? George, dear, you're going to be surprised.
Winifred, you know I hate surprising you at the best of times.
Not this one. Oh, George, I do believe you're going to be proud of me for once. Precision
and order, it's perfectly true. Can really make a difference, I found her for you. Clear thinking, sound judgment, and now we'll regain a home you can't be proud of in Cherry Tree Lane. Okay, everybody into the hall, I want you to find everything spick, spot, spick and span. Spick and span! Our sense of excitement is hard to contain. Order is returning, wonder is returning, someone is returning to Cherry Tree Lane. The Holy Terror!
Good morning!
Miss Andrew, it is so lovely to meet you at last, and I do hope you had a good journey.
It was thoroughly unpleasant. I never enjoyed travel. You must be poor George's wife. Your flower beds are disgracefully untidy. Take my advice and plant evergreens. All the Beverly edges have nothing there. Plain cement or dry.
But dear Miss Andrew, I'm so fond of flowers.
Then you are a silly woman. Where did George go?
He had a very urgent appointment.
For which no doubt he was late, as usual. It's not much of a house, is it?
Well, we like it.
Well, then it does not take much to keep you happy. Look at the dust there and there.
Phil, we've been rather short-staffed recently.
And has nobody ever cleaned those curtains?
Now just a minute.
You must be the children. It's a shame. I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yes, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Impudent boy. You must be Jane. Why, aren't you wearing any stockings?
Because I don't like them.
Tut! What manners! I can see there's not a minute to lose. These children have been spoiled. I arrived here just in time. By chance, I brought the punishment that best befits the crime. Brimstone and treacle and cod liver oil, liberal doses of each. These are the treats from which children recoil, the lessons I'm going to teach. Just follow my model and don't folly cuddle, and may leave the egg some to egg. Keep that distraction from united action. Brimstone and treacle will work. Open.
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Yes.
Do I have to?
Open. Brimstone and treacle and eyeball and soul. These are the tools of my trade. With spoonfuls of sugar, you don't stand a hole. See that changes are made. Where meadows are chronic, my tincture's the tonic that's certain to wipe off the smirk. Just pour out a ration in a traveling fashion. Brimstone and treacle will work. I shall take the boy to boarding school at once. Ask the girl as in charge and myself. I won't stand for whining or weeping, but crying or lying or sobbing. But if I guarantee that it leads to such bad habits like stretching too short, then unforgettable. Brimstone and treacle will work. Now show me my room.
your old friend's not going to hurt you.
Oh, Bert, it's you.
You're filthy.
Perhaps a smudge or two. Turns out today I'm a chimney sweep. So, what's the matter and who's coming after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world.
The nastiest nanny in the world, eh? Well, you two would know. You've been through enough of them. Is she really all that bad?
She looks like someone who would eat her young.
Miss Andrew was Daddy's nanny, which explains a lot.
Well, why don't we start things off by shaking the hand for good luck?
Why would I shake your hand?
Didn't anyone ever?
What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly a kite.
Always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Of course you did. You just need to get a little practice in. Get some training and you'll make your father the proudest man in the whole country.
Do you really mean it? Not just saying that.
Did I say the country? I meant the whole bloody empire, more like.
Go ahead.
With tuppence for paper and string, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Oh, try again.
Boy, what's this? We don't allow litter here.
It's not litter, it's a kite.
A kite, is it? My word, it is. I haven't flown a kite since I was a boy. Now you'll wind her up, give her a run, and away she'll go.
I want to do it.
Oh, but you'll let me help, won't you? Seeing as I haven't flown a kite since I was a boy.
Oh,
When you
fine.
send it flying up there, all at once you're lighter than air. You can dance on the breeze over houses and trees with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Oh, reel it in.
I can't, it's stuck.
Mary Poppins! We knew you'd come back! You squeeze, I'm not a sardine in a tin. And where are your coats? We didn't have time to put them on. And why not, may I ask? Because we've run away. Have you indeed? Oh, Mary Poppins, things have been so awful since you left. Daddy's ruined and now Miss Andrew's come and we were too stupid to hear what you were saying. Oh my eye, your life's a tragedy. Now run along home and don't waddle.
We can't, she's there. She came this morning as a surprise for Daddy.
Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. That was a lovely greeting, Bert.
I met you, Mary. Welcome. You're a sight for sore eyes.
You really are.
I told you they were good kids, Mary.
And I told you they were worth bothering with.
Now, see here, it's against regulations. Coming down from the sky like that? Where from? I want to know. Where from?
If I were a park keeper, I should straighten my cap and button my coat. Come along, children.
Aren't you going to shake hands with Bert for luck?
No,
Why not? We have.
I don't need any luck, thank you.
oceans may shatter, but memories stay. Things that really matter, lost on the way. The master and long may erase the famous good for nothing of Cherry Tree Lane.
Welcome home, ma'am. Let's be honest, they've had enough practice.
This time they're not being naughty. I'm afraid I've made them upset. I've made everyone upset.
Don't worry, we'll turn up.
George, dear, I know it hurts your pride, dear. But you can't just run and hide, dear. Why can't you see that I'm here and I am on your side? Whenever you spoke of Miss Andrew, you showered the woman with praise. But now that I've met dear Miss Andrew, there are one or two things I rephrase. To think you were raised by that monster and carried that burden through life. If only you had seen that you could share it with your wife. Being Mrs. Banks, it's easy to forget the way I felt that summer's day, the day when we first met. Being Mrs. Banks, being kissed by you, a man of dreams who made me feel that wishes could come true. And now, although you're lost, it's time that we close ranks. I'll fight for the man who needs freeing, the real you who no one is seeing, and you'll find a way of just being Mr.
Everybody, her house are all dead. Not like that, you stupid boy!
Not all of them. What's that? It's a bird. I might have known. Did she look right there? That's not a surprise. Locked in this cage and we're free in the skies. For 2 years, how shameful. Yes, of course, that's a field I know well. And now I know how the wings will push once you fall free from the sand.
What kind of bird is it?
A lark. You're seeing a lark in the cage for the first time and the last. My pleasure. And don't mention it.
I'm going upstairs to get Teresa my log. Clean the grate again! Everything's suddenly rolling back now, have you? I think you both know what's before. Brimstone and trees, my favorite thing. That makes runaway stop. Infusion still spawn so much pain. To drink every last drop.
Is this what you're looking for?
Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, but you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
And what do you expect me to do?
Pack!
Pack! You insolent young person, how dare you speak to me this way? Silly little girl with your newfangled methods. I bring up children so they know their place. It's in tradition I govern my charges.
Mishandle
and brought up their father.
Well, that I don't doubt. You must be so proud of the way he turned out.
A shining example, a pillar.
A post. They all have their problems, but him more than most.
Crusoe. Where is my love? You licked my little log out of his sleeve. Now you shall feel the full brunt of my rage. Brimstone and treacle for you. Brimstone and treacle for you.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Brimstone and treacle for you.
Sugar.
Brimstone and treacle for you.
Spoonful of sugar. Oh, 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 oh,
Where is she?
Miss Andrew, she's gone.
Gone? But how?
She may have thought we were rude.
Rude? To Miss Andrew? Oh, I could never forgive it. But I can try to forget. In fact, I'd give a sixpence if I had one.
Oh, George, you haven't noticed. Mary Poppins is back.
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Might I have a word? There's no point in beating about the bush here. Things have not gone well for us since you left us here, and
That my wages, sir. If you don't mind, I won't take any just now. I should prefer to let them accrue.
for Mary Poppins, if you knew how many you were accruing already.
So, is everything settled then? It is. Now I must get started. Jane, Michael, spit spot. Come on, darling. So what? You made a mistake. After so many years of good service, what's the worst that could happen?
Winifred, if I'm dismissed from the bank, we'll be destitute. The servants will leave, the house will be repossessed, and it'll be you, me, and the children stuck on the frosty curbside.
But we'll still have what really matters. The children and each other.
Practically perfect in every way.
I can't volunteer.
Practically perfect. We hope you'll stay.
That's what it
try Mary Poppins, will you?
I'll stay until the chain breaks.
What chain? Where?
Michael, you must be careful. The room is a bit excited to see me back, and you never know what might happen around fire. Michael! Come down from there! What do I look like? Oh, that's better.
Well, she looks awfully big from up here.
And what does that tell you?
That we're awfully small and unimportant.
Speak for yourself. Maybe not us so much, but our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery, but up here...
That's more like it. The troubles are never so big when you're looking from way up high. And always remember, there's plenty of people to help you up here if you should need them. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree. Now guardian angels you don't often see. They're not highfalutin or grand or aloof. No, they're covered in soot and they're up on your roof. See? It's true.
Brush away the dirt and soot.
Brush away your tears.
Hang around for years. In all weather of all hours, we can see for miles. Our idea of heaven is a night out on the tiles. We may look a motley crew, smudged with tar and grime. But when you need a helping hand, and try to step in, just in time.
We will step in time. We will step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. We will step in time. Over the rooftop, step in time. Over the rooftop, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Over the rooftop, step in time. Watch your step in time. Watch your step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Watch where you step in time. Pick your knees up, step in time. Pick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Pick your knees up, step in time.
Childhood is a step in time, parenthood the same.
Never miss a chance to get it right. Don't it seem a perfect crime? Don't it seem a shame when the steps aren't going as smoothly as they might? That's when we step in time. That's when we step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. That's when we step in time. Spin. Think you ever step in time. Think comes out your chimney.
Santa Claus!
If you need us, if you down, doesn't make much halt. We'll be watching over you. And rods. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops, step in time. Over the rooftops, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Over the rooftops, step in time. Link together, step in time. Link together, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Link together, step in time. Give me some step in time. Give me some step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Give me some step in time. Step in time. Step, 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 step in time. Step, step, step. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. If you kick, you need some kick, you need some kick, you need some kick, you need some step, 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 step. That's the reason if you step in time. What are you gonna do? Step in time! Tell me louder! Step in time! Now down the chimney! Down the chimney, step in time. Down the chimney, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Down the chimney, step in time. Back to the nursery. Step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Back to the nursery, step in time. What's this? What's all this? Special delivery. Step in time. Special delivery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Special delivery, step in time. Good night, governor. Good night, governor, step in time. Good night, governor, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Good night, governor, step in time. Good night, governor. Here we are, governor.
Wait just a minute! Mary Poppins, would you please explain this?
First, I'd like to make one thing clear.
Yes?
I never explain anything.
It's happened. The chairman wishes to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? Oh, well, I'll go with you and jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind and...
That won't do any good. Fred, let's face it. In just a few hours, I'll have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Oh, George, are you sure?
Quite. In fact, I think it's time we start making some plans.
Do you mean your mother's face? Oh, but won't you miss it terribly and...
It needs must, my dear. We always said we save it for a rainy day, and tomorrow, it looks set to pour.
Okay, but just please be very careful with it. Miss Brill, let's go to the kitchen, shall we? You may need to sit down.
Mrs. Brill, do I smell dinner cooking?
Don't you start. I hope it don't mean it.
I was only going to say that it smells delicious.
This whole world has gone upside down.
That's where I put them.
What are they?
The stars. Gingerbread stars. I hid ones from my nanny. I hid them so no one could find them. Trouble was, I couldn't find them either.
They're very bright.
Aren't they? Even after all this time.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
When I was younger, I used to dream that I'd know everything there was to know about the stars. Funny. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I'm not usually sentimental.
It's good to look back on sometimes.
Is it? I'm not so sure. A man with dreams, walking with giants, to carve his niche, the edifice of time. The mortar of his zeal has a chance to congeal. The cup is attached to his lips, the flame is snuffed to boiling. He's brought to wreck and ruin in his prime.
Life's a rum go, Governor. And that's the truth.
You know, I think it's that Mary Poppins. Ever since she showed up, things began to happen to me. My world was calm, well ordered, exemplary. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And there my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. It's that Poppins woman. She's the reason for all this.
I know the very person. What's that thing she's always saying? A spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes to turn bread and water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself a healthy helping every day.
Healthy helping of trouble, if you ask me.
It's like you're always saying, Governor. You've got to grind, grind, grind at that grindstone. Though childhood slips like sand through a sieve. And all too soon they've up and grown, and then they've flown. And it's too late for you to give that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Well, good luck to you, Governor.
Thank you. You too, Bert.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Father,
Yes?
we wanted to say goodnight.
Oh, good night.
Daddy, do you remember the day we came to the bank?
Oh, yes, of course.
We were each given a sixpence and we were told to spend them carefully.
What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet. We wanted to give them to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this.
No, she hasn't said a word about it, but we know things have been difficult lately and we haven't really been much help.
We thought a little bit of extra change may help loosen things up a bit.
It is a whole shilling.
Thank you.
We do love you, you know. Good night.
Good night. Jane,
Yes?
do you remember when you asked me who the father of Neleus was?
Yes?
It's Poseidon, king of the sea. Good night.
Good night. Mummy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is, but always remember that he loves you very much. That's far more important than jobs or houses or anything else.
Are you going with him to the bank?
I wish he'd let me, but he won't. If only there was someone there to speak up for him, to take his part, just to show what he's really like on the inside.
Why can't he do that for himself?
Because he's a man and a very proud one.
Then you must go.
I wish I could, but it's just impossible. Why? Because I'm a woman. Mary Poppins says anything is possible if only we get out of our own way. Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can get it. Doesn't have to be so. Changes can be made.
You can move a mountain if you use a large stone.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly.
Or just a larval.
Stretch your mind beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of strong elastic.
Make some sound and rise and don't forget it. Anything can happen if you let it.
Well, I wonder. Anything can happen if you let it. You won't know a challenge until you've met it.
No one does it for you.
No one but yourself. Vacillating violets get left up on the shelf. Anything can happen, just imagine.
That should be my enterprise. I'm with the pageant. Wonder of this world's breathing.
Those who can see beyond their blinkers.
Jelly isn't jelly
Till you set it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars.
I love it if you feed them for me.
Mr. Banks is here, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Come in, Banks. Well, Banks, how did it happen? You turned down a decision I was bound to make us millions. We want to know why.
You want to know why? Then I'll tell you. I refused to see one hustler because his scheme was hollow. There was no product or substance or meaning outside the walls of this bank. Yes, there was talk about profits and assets and growth, but not a word about people. And I know that if a man considers a life, then to you, he's a washout. But I'm afraid I am that man. In short, George Banks Esquire has learned the meaning of life. I am sorry for ruining the bank, but I am not sorry for understanding that there are more important things in life than money.
Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? My dear chap, what are you talking about? Haven't you heard? Careful hustler ruined our rival. You saved our bacon and kept us out the nastiest scandal since records began. I'm not asking for your apology. We're offering our own.
Oh my word.
Yes, and another thing. Do you remember giving a loan to a fellow named Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening 2 new factories. And upon the percentage you two negotiated, we're bound to make a fortune.
Oh my word.
That's just it. You don't know exactly how you did it. Just give us a word. It's quite safe with us.
A word? You want a word? I'll give you a word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
No, it's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrews.
The Holy Terror! She taught me everything I know.
Listen, now is your chance to forget it.
That's right. And if you want to fight about a total, then you've come to the right woman.
But it's okay. See, I haven't ruined the bank at all. In fact, I've paid them a fortune.
Really?
Yes, now, and if you please, we have business to conduct.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, she knows.
Well, thanks, George. In way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the position of senior manager at a rate of double,
Exactly how much has he made you?
triple,
More.
quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. You're not codfish.
Yes, but on one condition. From this point forward, my family comes first.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
I don't know.
Okay.
My dear, I must apologize. I've seemed to underestimate you. How can you forgive me?
How can you ask?
I suppose you love this stage, and I suppose you want to do it again, and I suppose I'd be okay with it.
Well, I loved it, but I think I found a role I'd rather play. It's going to keep me very busy for a very long time.
Mary Poppins. That was the best yet. Being up in the heavens like that. Do you think we'll ever go back?
Yes, someday. Really? Will it be soon? Oh, no, not for a very long time. But you can always keep an eye on the stars until you return. Here.
Oh, it's a telescope.
So it is. Keep it if you like. It's a present.
Thank you.
Now run along in. It's getting cold.
Mary Poppins?
I love you.
You're a fine boy, Michael Baines. You'll be a fine man someday.
Makes me anxious when you speak like that.
Like what?
Oh, kind and gentle. Not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross.
Is that the thanks I get after all the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
That's dainty, Bird.
I painted them just for you, Mary. It's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Bird.
Well, goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Bird. Look after yourself. Every job when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. That moment when here now the task is done. Though in your heart you like to stay, to help things on their way, you've always known they must do it alone. There, practically perfect, and I hope it remains so.
Something's changed. Something's different. The bed's gone.
It's Mary Poppins' locket. And the chain's broken.
Remember? I'll see to the chain breaks.
And there's a note. Mike had the telescope, so this is for you.
Signed. It's the best of luck. Love, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins?
She's gone.
Gone? How peculiar.
She'll be back. No, she won't.
How do you know that?
Because other families will need her and we don't.
Meg, what do you think of this? It's the best I've ever seen. Can we fly it?
But really, she won't be back.
How would you prefer to think of such a thing?
Because we don't need her anymore. We don't need a nanny, do we?
Maybe the right choice. Maybe we don't need a nanny anymore.
You know what I think? I think you should dance with me.
George, this is serious.
As a shooting star, you can borrow my telescope. Thank you, Michael. I was right.